What's a NSFW fun fact? Romania has searched for more Scooby-Doo porn than any other country. Tarantulas reproduce by the male basically nutting on his hands and punching the female directly in the vagoo. If you get someone to lightly stroke/poke your inner thigh, your testicles will ascend due to the cremasteric reflex. In the UK, Gropper Lane was a common street name for red light districts a few centuries ago. Most have been renamed things like Great Lane. There's a wiki page on this. The muscle that covers the testis is called the cremaster. Ostriches have been known to put on mating dances for humans they find attractive and seek to copulate with, even so far as refusing other ostrich mates literally right next to them. Essentially, ostriches are reverse furries. Same thing with dolphins, too. There is a species of penguins, Adelie penguins, that build nests out of pebbles. The males will bring pebbles to the females and essentially propose to them. If the female accepts, they will continue the nest building and be mates. Sometimes, the female is lazy and doesn't want to work. In this case, the female will attract a male, get his pebble, mate with him, then attract another male, trading sex for nest materials. Essentially, some female penguins prostitute themselves for nesting materials. Edit to add species. The way that clams reproduce. The male basically shoots semen in the general direction of the female, and the female uses a vacuum tube to suck all the good stuff out of the water around her. Doggy style and reverse cowgirl are the same position in space. An elephant's penis is prehensile just like their trunks. This is because they are too big to thrust, so the penis does the thrusting on its own. When flatworms mate, two males square off, and the one that stabs the other with their penis stays a male and the other turns into a female. Barnacles can have penises up to 50 times their body length, the largest penis to size ratio on any animal. Sex as in sex that is done responsibly can help your immune system. If a jellyfish is killed, it will release all of its sexual content. Thus, if you killed 2 jellyfish, you could possibly cause the birth of over 100 to replace them. It's essentially the same as a human dying and, if male, ejaculating so hard that every drop of semen is violently expelled from them / if female, launching eggs from their vagina, which is disturbing to think of, but you get what I mean. I only know this cause there was a documented case of it. They tried to kill a swarm of jellyfish, I can't recall where, with a metal net dragged through the water. However, after killing about 200 of them, they later were cursed with the 3,000 or so strong offspring of those they killed. Never use an angle grinder to cut aluminum, because its low melting point will gum up the blade and potentially crack and fly out, so fast eye protection won't matter. Makes for a very not safe for work environment. When wolves have sex they then get stuck together for up to a half hour afterwards. It's very funny to watch when a wolf from a pack and a lone wolf have sex and get caught, because they'll try running away while stuck together. Reddit. For everyone asking why I know this, I just like watching animal documentaries. I don't even own a dog. Male and female ducks are locked in a perpetual sex war against each other. Male ducks are aggressive and will breed forcefully. They are even known to commit necrophilia. Their penises grow according to how many competing males there are in their environment during mating season, and then fall off after the season. Some ducks also have barbs on their penises to scrub away rival stick sperm from females. Female ducks' vaginas are designed in a counter-corkscrew fashion to combat the male duck's explosive corkscrew penis. Females also have up to 8 false cavities to mislead an unwanted penetration. Ducks are degenerates. The G-spot was nearly called the Whipple tickle after Professor Beverly Whipple, who coined the expression that we know today. A boar can ejaculate up to 500 milliliters of semen. That's almost 17 fluid ounces. Bats engage in oral sex. There are bugs and other invertebrates, notably the bed bug, that have evolved such that the only way to reproduce is for the dude bug to stab the ladybug in her abdomen with his stick. When you lose your hair with chemo, you lose all your hair. Pubes, underarms, eyelashes and nose hairs. Not having lashes means you get crap in your eyes and can't just blink it away. No nose hair is just weird. Every time I wash my face I get water up my nose now. Chemo sucks. Edited to add. Holy cow guys. I'm gone for a couple days and came back to this. How fun. Thanks for the medals. BTW. As of today I have peach fuzz on the back of my head. Bonobo apes and hedgehogs are the only animals together with humans that look at each other when doing the naughty. Use hydrogen peroxide to clean up bloodstains. Men who climb Mount Everest tend to get boners during the climb due to how the extreme elevation impacts blood pressure and circulation. Male echidnas have 4 heads on their penis. Edit. Also, female echidna have 2 vaginas. Elephants evolve testicles that remain inside their body due to their size and height, where testicles that hang would have been easy targets for predators to grab a quick snack. Male chickens sometimes rape to assert dominance instead of fighting. Only 1/3 of a woman's vagina is sensitive to touch, while the other 2/3 of the vagina is pressure sensitive. Female pigs orgasm for up to 30 minutes. Most mammals, regardless of size, take approximately the same amount of time, on average, to empty their bladders. About 20 seconds. You should wash sperm and other proteins, eggs for instance, with cold water at first, because hot water will basically cook it. Some animals have a real bone in their penis. It's called a baculum. There's a little marsupial in Oceania that, once it turns a year old, starts mating with females for a week or so. The mating can last up to 12 hours per female. The male will only stop having sex when it starts dying from internal bleeding. It's basically death by snoo. Standing on a swivel chair while putting up a sign or light bulb is one of most common workplace accidents. Testicles have an idle animation. Edit. Dear God, why did I get gold for such a cursed comment? Thank you though. It's the tightness of the pallet wrap that holds a loaded pallet together, not the amount you use. So you can attach a cow orca to one with only 2 wraps around their midsection. Men aren't the only ones that get longer when they're aroused. The female's vaginal canal lengthens when she grows aroused, letting her accommodate something big. Edit. So I like to read everything anybody has posted, and I came across a comment that got 5 awards and just bleh. Electrical stimulation of a particular nerve group in the lower back can induce ejaculation. The effect is involuntary and works in people with paralysis and even sufficiently fresh cadavers. Edit. Well heck, this blew up. Thanks for the shiny silver. Generous stranger. Credit for this fact goes to Mary Roach's fine non-fiction book bank. Highly recommend. There is roughly 37.5 MB of data in a single sperm, which means that the average male ejaculates 1500 TB of data. The German for contraceptive is Schwangerskaftsverhütungsmittel. By the time you finish saying it, it's too late. In parts of Arizona and New Mexico there is a type of lizard called the whiptail lizard. They have evolved to where they don't need males anymore. They can lay their own eggs, but get this. They have to be stimulated by another female to get the eggs produced. You know what they say. #SUNSOUT#TONGUES out. Why did everything turn into animal ejaculation facts? Your testicles develop inside your body when you're a fetus. Then a wall of muscle between your abdomen and your scrotum opens up to let them drop through before closing again. If it doesn't close properly, you can give birth to a baby with a horrendously distended scrotum filled with their entire intestines. Men tend to get boners early in the morning, so as the sun rotates the earth there is a synchronized wave of morning boners circling the earth at all times. The human anus maximum diameter is a comfortable 3 inches roughly, but we all know it can go further than that. If a pregnant person passes away and is not discovered in time before putrefaction, the fetus can be expelled because of the pressure of the gases built up in the mother's body. This is called coffin birth. Exhibitionism is when you enjoy showing yourself. Voyeurism is when you enjoy watching others. They are not interchangeable. Reverse cowgirl is the #1 way to cause penile fractures. Also, penile fractures are a thing regardless of size. Edit. Redditifornia 10 years and this is my highest upvoted comment. Edit 2. Lol. Silver and gold now. It's not exactly a fun fact, but okay. There are two types of penis implants when people suffer of erectile dysfunction. One is a permanent stiff implant, and when you don't want to use it just save it moving it down. The other is an inflatable option, so when the patient wants to use it, he has to inflate it by pressing an air pump which is placed in the scrotum. So it seems that you press your balls to inflate your stick. The longer an employee is out of work as a result of an illness or injury, the less likely they are to return to work. Studies suggest that when an employee is out of work for more than 6 months, they have less than a 50% chance of ever returning to work in any capacity. Your anus can stretch far enough a raccoon can fit inside. A man named Horst Schultz holds the world record of farthest cum shot at 18 feet 9 inches, and also holds the record for highest at 12 feet 4 inches. Edit. Since someone asked, here is a source. Male giraffes will headbutt a female in the bladder until she urinates. Then it tastes the pee to help it determine whether or not the female is ovulating. The inside of the male urethra is rifled, like a gun barrel, which allows the pee to come out straight instead of in a spray. Edit. Guys, I'm not sure I want this to be my most upvoted comment. After locking and tagging out a machine, you should always try to start it again. Otherwise you could inadvertently start the machine while inside of it and be crushed to death. After a lot of questions, here's a more detailed explanation. Reply to this thread was a joke on NSFW, since not performing lockout tagout is actually not safe for working. Every 7 seconds, a worker is injured on the job. Over 30% of these are caused by overexertion. Stay safe, people. There are and will always be more female boobs than women on Earth. Fresh blood is an extremely effective lubricant. If you come in a woman's mouth, she won't get pregnant. According to OSHA, the most violated standard the past year was a dead heat between fall protection and scaffolding requirements. Pantherophobia is the fear of your mother-in-law. Squeezing your thumb inside your fist suppresses your gag reflex. Most people are infected with eyelash parasites by age 20. Edit. I meant eyelash mites. Wasn't thinking when I typed this out. Here's a link to a site to tell you more. Yes, in most instances the mites are harmless, unless they happen to aggravate pre-existing skin diseases.